Hello and welcome to the Flexline Media coverage of the 2021 Bros for Chains Charity Classic feature card round 1 middle 7. My name is Chris Hoopmann.
And I'm Jeremy Brokenshire.
Welcome back to this awesome event at Brooker Ave. We've seen some pretty great golf through the front 7 and by the looks of things the weather might be turning a little bit. A bit of clouds coming through, so hopefully our feature card can fight through it and get some nice scores. Here we see our feature card, Keith Inwood, tied for second in the MA50 Plus division. Cam Hubbard tied for 13th in MPO at even.
Jay tied 4th on a hot 3 under, and Les first in MA40 on 4 under with the hot round for our feature card so far.
Yeah, great shooting, Les. It's good to see.
Hole 8, what a gem. The feature hole of the course. Triple Mando through these lovely Po. 98 metres onto a raised basket on some hay bales. Man, this hole had some teeth.
Not to mention the road OB behind. So, OB is scary enough. When you're throwing onto pretty much one of Christchurch's busiest northern motorways, it's a bit scary.
And you wouldn't really think that long road comes into play, but it sure did.
And we see Jay making the Mando, so that's pretty much the least you can do on this hole. Just get through that triple Mando and you're looking good.
Hole 8 coming in as the third hardest hole of the round.
That's surprising. Yeah. We're going off overall field scores for round 1.
Disrespect.
Cam just drawing up the left Po. Oh, Les, beautiful throw.
Les is on form right now. He is carving it up.
Yeah, so he's still got a bit to go, but getting through the Mando was pretty good.
Bit of a grip lock out of Keith there. Pukepuke just getting away on him. I was one to miss the triple Mando in my first round, and I threw an absolutely sick tomahawk from underneath the triple Mando and parked it right on the hay bales.
Oh, nice. I heard from some people it almost bounced in.
It did. It came to rest on the hay bales.
Oh. Keith going over the fence. That was I think it was his P Waka Waka. It's just too much glide. It just kept going.
Too much wheat bix this morning, Keith.
Spike Heiser into the green from Jay. Lovely.
Great shot.
It's Kia. Great up shot.
This is one of those holes that it did play as a par 3 on the day, but it was definitely an in-betweener. It could have easily been a par 4. I like the fact that it was a par 3.
It made it very tough.
We need some humbling holes in Christchurch, and it's good to see a couple of them with the extended 18 of Brooker.
Yeah, well, you could see the basket from the pin, so there was like a direct line, but you just had to absolutely pure it, because pretty much if there was any shape on your disc, you were finding some rough. There were trees in the way. And obviously you couldn't throw a Sparkizer because of the triple Mando. Cam just drawing chains. That was his pass save, I believe. This is Keith out of the rough. Ooh.
Good little bid there from Keith.
Good height. So this is going to be a pretty rough hole for Keith after missing that Mando and then going OB. But man, a par on this hole feels pretty good, eh?
Par feels great.
Yeah, this one was playing at a difference of plus 1.72 over par.
So it pretty much should have been a par 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with the triple Mando and then that raised basket, really adding insult to injury. With a little bit of wind and some rain did not make this hole any easier.
Yeah, as we can see, the rain's starting to fall now. It's definitely coming through in waves, especially in this first round, I should say. Les getting the bogey, which, if you look at the field overall for the first round, is still under par.
I was going to say, bogey didn't even really feel that bad on this hole.
But triple bogey, I'm sure, doesn't feel super great.
Yeah,
that's what Keith's starting with in the middle 7, unfortunately. And from one difficult hole to another, hole 9, par 3, 120 metres. This one is really tough. Very, very long par 3. And it pretty much takes a 90-degree turn to the right.
A big old meat hook. Looks like a kahu out of Jay, trying that big turnover. I saw a lot of people throwing this big turnover, but a lot of them would either turn into throwlers or they'd fade out like that one.
Yeah. Jay trying to hit me.
Again, another hard par 3 coming in at 4.45, so averaging 1.45 over par. Again, could have been a par 4, but I like to see some hard holes.
Yeah, I mean, a 120 metre hole is difficult at the best of times, but when it's got this kind of fairway shape on it, it's, I mean, Cam, it's perfect for Cam as a left-hander.
There you go, lefty hole.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably a bit too high out of the hand. I don't know if he was trying to reach the basket with that one or just laying up to the corner, but yeah, I would imagine Cam could have probably got a bit more distance on that one.
Again, another hole where par feels really good.
And Keith just falling short, but I mean, pretty much a straight shot from the corner there, so he'll be able to line it up. I think he's throwing his Pukepuke. It's been a pretty trusty disc for him this round. I think he's turned that a bit too much, and he's going to be on the right side of the fairway with a bit of a tricky upshot.
Getting a bit damp now.
Yes.
Les with the spike highs are not quite making the...
Similar spot to Keith.
Guardian trees.
Bit more open, I would suggest. There's a bit of a gap through the trees there.
The OB road long as well definitely gets in your head with the approach shot. You don't want to throw it too hard as Cam's coming a little bit close. Definitely makes you want to throw it short. And then, I think the course designers put some logs in the way in the front of the green that I saw a few people hit, which was pretty funny.
Well, Jay doesn't even reach them. So we might be able to see his special step putt. Ooh, it's got some heat on it from Keith. Oh, nice.
Did that take out the cameraman?
It did not hit me. All right. You see Les with his full body coat on. So you know that when Les is wearing that, it's getting pretty wet outside.
Where's Jay gone? In the basket, that's where he's gone. Another sick little stepper and a replay from Bros for Change.
Getting his money was worth.
Got to get their name out there.
Exactly. If you keep sinking those, Jay, there'll be many more replays.
Yeah, run that in, Jay.
Good stuff.
Nice putt.
And these putts are always really awkward when your back's against a tree, especially when it's wet. And it just fell a bit short. Possibly just a bit awkward for Cam.
I don't know how Les plays in that thing, honestly.
Looks cool though. Oh no! I'm just wondering if the chains are getting a bit slippery with the rain.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Well, you know, when the rain comes through, it often comes with wind, and everything just gets a bit harder to deal with. So we'll be seeing our feature card taking a bit more time on their putts, and then probably have to give them a bit of grace when they don't make them, unfortunately. These will be nice tap-ins. But yeah, rough hole. Jay's pretty good to get out of there with a par.
Rough little start for our feature card on the middle 7.
Onto the big hole, hole 10 par 5, 282 metres. So first drive landing zone will be right about here before these 3 little bushes. And then hopefully your next throw will get through all of these little trees up the fairway and land somewhere around that next block of bushes on the left of the screen there. And then your third throw, which is essentially your upshot, will ideally land you near the basket for a tap-in.
And not short and left in those bushes where I ended up every single round.
Oh my gosh, look at this rain.
It is bucketing down now. And
wow.
Don't forget to mention the OB water hazard all down the left-hand side of the hole and the road down the right. So,
a lot going on.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if anyone got into the water long, because it's kind of protected by trees. I personally didn't see anyone go in there. I'm not sure if you did.
Not the water, but I saw a lot of people turning it over and landing in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
On their first, second, or third shots, for that matter. Our feature card managing to find the landing zone.
Yep, no worries there.
Not coming in as the longest par 5, but it still had to play 3 really good placement shots to get your birdie. I believe this hole came in as the hardest hole of the round.
Wow, for round 1. Yep. So we saw Keith absolutely lace. I think it was a Pukepuke. Oh no, it was a Cortado. Jay just getting caught up on that second line of trees.
You can see those CTP signs way down there. I believe Sebastian Faulkner drove about every single division.
Oh, no way.
Playing in juniors, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he might have been. Yep.
Or perhaps advanced. Not sure if he's moved up yet. Sorry, Seb.
But we see here, Keith getting the longest drive.
Let's go,
up
Keith.
until this point. Is that a Cortado? Yeah, it might be.
I think so.
Nice.
Keeping away from that road, right in the next landing zone.
Yeah, Jay's got an awkward lie right behind this tree. But that's a great rip.
No problem for the Pukepuke.
Oh, yes. Cam giving him some props. This is really tricky because you can't actually see your landing zone from where you're throwing. Oh, yikes. Les going over, getting some of that slippery ground.
Hope he's alright there.
Unlucky with some uneven footing. Is that Kotare again from Keith? Get through it. Oh, yep, gets around it. Nice.
Good shot, Keith. And yeah, just looking at the stats here, hole 10 coming in at 2.06 over par.
Wow.
So playing 7.06. So it's not even a par 6
Five.
or a par 7.
Yeah. It's way up there. Playing over a par 7. It just goes to show, yeah, really tricky hole. I'm sure the weather didn't do anyone any favours.
Or the slippery grass. Poor Les throwing nose up, finding some tough footing. He's done well to get out of it.
Oh, yeah.
He's done really well to get out of it.
Found the mouth of the green. And I mean, like, that green is incredibly difficult. I was seeing people ending up in those bushes, and they were literally 3 meters from the basket, and they did not have a clean look to the basket.
Yeah.
It was just one of those heartbreaking greens that you're just like, what can I do? Like, you just have to pitch out.
Fantastic basket placement in that little clearing. Don't want to go short, you don't want to go long.
Yeah.
You just want to go perfect.
Yeah. And just like we see Keith doing.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh,
Just to
drifting in.
clear up any confusion as well, those paths played safe. It was the curb line that defined the OB.
Whoop. Jay trying to hit me. Oh, Les. I think that's the second we've seen from him that's just drawn like
Just
a
that
centimetre under the cage.
Bottom cage, yeah.
Oh,
Cam.
Man, par 5s do that to you, hey. You've just been battling up the entire fairway, and then you get to the green and you're like, come on. And then you just miss it, and it's heartbreaking. So, are we looking at any pars from our feature card here? Maybe Keith. It's hard to keep track on a par 5. It's a lot of throws.
Yeah, but even these bogeys coming in one stroke better than the field, so I guess not that bad.
Yeah.
Really good for Keith.
Gets the longest drive and the best score from the feature card. Nice.
Moving on to hole 11. 85 meters, relatively straight shot with some kind of guardian bushes on the right blocking the hyzer into the hole. Yeah, nice little straightforward hole. Card should be looking to pick up a bird or two here.
Kotaro again out of Keith. This one looks like it's leaking left a little bit. Out into the open there, so yeah, he's avoided any OB, but he'll be looking at an upshot.
Jay with his Kahu.
Keeps it nice and wide out the right hand side. Gonna hyzer in. I mean, this bunch of trees is actually a pretty good like kind of backstop. Just to fall into that, it'll stop your disc.
Yeah, just getting around the back. Might have a little backdoor entry there.
Big hyzer from
hyzer. So that's a good backstop for a lefty.
Yeah. For a lefty.
That's a great play there from Cam. He's crashing into those trees. Hopefully Les can either get in front or behind those, but he's meddled it.
In them somewhere.
Another hole where you can be 4 or 5 meters from the pin and not really have anything.
You can hear that wind picking up. You can see it in the flag. Goodness me. Ripping through.
Yeah, one of the more open holes, definitely copping the wind a bit worse than anything else. Not as protected.
Les hitting the rim again. Cam pretty cut off. I mean, I don't know how he ended up on that side. Because his hyzer,
for how good that shot looked,
he was in almost the worst position out of everyone.
Must have just cut through the bushes. Unfortunate there.
Jay making it look easy. Had a backdoor window.
Yeah. Stoked. Clean up for the rest of the card here.
Yeah, these should be some pretty straightforward pars.
Ooh, take your time, Cam. Take your time. Hole 12, 56 meters. Let's just call this the death hole.
Yeah.
Raised basket, water directly behind it. Little raised platform, so if you throw it short, you've got a death putt. If you go long, you're OB. Short but technical. Really, really nice addition, actually.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of players were kind of doing what Jay's doing here with his Kia, which is just kind of laying up and hoping for a bit of like a push on like a bit of ground play almost, to try and get you to that little drop off. Because then you're not playing with the OB long, but you've got a pretty close putt. Granted, it's a death putt, but it's still not too bad.
That bush line did a very good job of stopping that ground action, though.
Great run from Cam.
Lovely little hyzer.
I think that could have been his justice.
This would be a little feel-good ace, wouldn't it? I believe old Ace King Kelly hit this first round.
No way. That's a scary ace to throw.
Oh, yeah. I bet he's glad he hit it, because he would have been swimming if he didn't.
Oh. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was out of the hand. But look at that flag. Look at this headwind that they've looked at. Ooh.
Oh,
was that a run?
I think it was supposed to be a layup, but the wind just held it up.
Lifted it? Wow. Scary. Les might have second thoughts now. But he might be running it.
Death putt after death putt.
Oh my goodness, he is hit.
3, 4 bottom
4
cages.
Just on the edge of the cage. Oh my goodness.
As you can see there, even a 3-meter putt for Cam.
Well, it's a birdie putt. You don't want to miss it.
Good bird there from Cam. Gotta pick up these next
easier
few
ones,
short ones.
Feature card coming away pretty much unscathed, which is good. No ABs, no lost discs. Gotta be happy. On to hole 13, par 3, 69 meters. The island hole. So you can see these hay bales here. That's the edge of the island. If you miss it, you go to the drop zone. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty generous island. Pretty much a spike hyzer either way is going to get you there.
Yeah, you say that. Didn't really make the island.
Cam does. Lovely. I think that was a buzz out of Cam.
A well-deserved Bros for Change replay for Cam.
Nicely played, using the wind direction to his advantage, just letting it fade back in. And that'll be a scary putt, but a fairly close putt.
And like Liz said, Cam read that wind really well. Exposing that underside of the disc to the crosswind could be dangerous, but yeah.
I mean, as you see here, Jay, he was fighting the crosswind into the green, and it just didn't hyzer as much as he wanted.
Just pushed it past that bush.
So maybe Keith's going to correct. Oh, it doesn't make the distance.
Just short from Keith.
It's going to be Jay and Keith going to the drop zone. Let's see if Les can hit the target.
Les with 3 win reads. And he's done his homework. Oh, only just though.
Just makes it. I believe that's his Kia.
Nice little runnable drop zone here. Pretty forgiving. Not really going to miss the island twice from there, but Jay will lay up and take his bogey and move on.
It's a Pukepuke upshot from Keith.
Oh, and he
my
almost
goodness.
drains it.
Wow. That was awesome.
Scary little putt here from Les.
Yeah, slightly tailwind though, so that's alright. Oh, it just kills it.
Yeah.
Online though. This is scary. Headwind. Oh, good catch.
Metal.
Wow. It tried to wrestle out of it.
Yeah, good job from Cam there, picking up those couple of muskets.
Yeah, he's at 2 over par through 13.
Oh,
what?
Jay, I said you're good for one of those around, not 2.
And that'll bring him to 2 under. 1 under. It was a double bogey. That's right. He went to the drop zone. That's pretty rough. Keith goes to plus 10, and Les stays at even.
For a short little hole, doing some damage. And talking about damage, moving on to the graveyard hole. OB down the roadside, so you must stay left of the road. Death bushes on the left, and water. Little landing green, maybe about 100, 110 meters into a heavily well-guarded green. A lot of lost discs on this hole, but also a lot of good spotting on the day, so shout out to everyone that helped spot.
Yeah, this was a very tough hole. Playing as the second hardest, actually, at 1.98 over par. Cam with the lefty kind of just has to almost just play into the bushes because you don't want to risk going OB right. And this looks awesome from Les. This is his nuke. And yeah, he's got a good way up there. He's safe. That's all you got to be. That's all you're looking for, really. And this needs to skip. Keep going. Keep going.
Unlucky out of Keith there.
Yeah. OB from the tee, so he'll be advancing maybe 10 metres off the tee.
Problem having OB down the whole right-hand side, as Jay might be looking to find that too.
Get back.
That wind helping it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and finding that really good long landing zone. But as I was saying, that OB down the right-hand side means that Keith doesn't get to progress very far down the fairway, playing, as you see, straight out over the OB the whole way.
That needs to move. And it doesn't. OB again. So throwing his Cortado this time, a bit more overstable, you would expect. Oh no. I think that's a grip lock. And he's managed to get around the container, so yeah, that's not good.
Now, does he elect to lay up? Or does he go for it? Yeah. Smart play out of Keith.
So yeah, just takes his medicine, little pitch up with his Pukepuke, keeps it in bounds.
Progressing down the fairway.
So now he's got some discs back in his bag, and he elects to throw his first discs that he threw from OB. And he does a good job.
Great shot.
Found that second landing zone. All right, Cam in a tough spot.
Yeah, even with a good drive on this hole and you stay in bounds, you find the trees and you don't really have much to work with. So
Yeah, apologies if you can't really keep track of where discs go on this hole, because it was a really tough one to film as well, because you pretty much that's what you're looking at.
They might look like nice little bushes, but man, they were dense.
So Jay's got a really great opportunity to approach for a birdie, really well earned birdie, because they were few and far between on this hole. He likes it. Hard to see where it went.
Yeah. If that was me, I'd be looking for a while, but he's confident.
So Keith gets a look at the tunnel here and just kind of bounces off it, and he'll have a look.
Straight up the guts.
Yeah, he's in a good spot, but unfortunately he's not looking at the score that he wants. Overhand from Les, which I believe fell pretty close to the basket, but, I mean, you don't have to be far from the basket to be in rough on this hole.
Yeah, there's about a, 3-4 metre clearing around the basket.
Oh, that's great. I think that was Jay. Out of trouble, so he'll be getting his par.
Another overhand with that beautiful looking care there from Jay. And another overhand from...
I think that's Cam. Yeah.
Yep, that'd be Cam.
Alright, so this is Keith to stem the bleeding. Can't quite add up what he would be at. Maybe like 10? So that might be 11 now.
Find out in a second what the damage is.
Oh, good catch. Oh, great,
really
great
good
par from Les.
Really good par. Few players managing to pick up the birdie on this hole on the day, but a par still feels real good. But what doesn't feel good is an 11.
Yeah, 7 over par for Keith. That's pretty rough.
I feel your pain, Keith. I managed to one up you there and throw 5 OB strokes, doing pretty much the same thing, and took a 13. So right there with you, buddy.
Ouch. Yeah, it's called the graveyard for a reason. And yeah, not a fun way to finish our middle 7, but it's been great to watch this course designed by Jay. And this is what the scoreboard's looking like through 14. Jasper obviously finding some trouble because he's at 5 under, so losing 2 strokes
that
from
middle
the front 7.
Doing some damage to our card.
Bryn in second place with 4 under, and Bray Marsden with 2 under, finding his way into third. So great shooting. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very shortly as we wrap up round 1 with the back 7. See you there.